twice. It's all about
Hey, that's all good. There's nothing an interviewer likes better than someone who likes to talk.
You are gonna love me.
You are gonna.
That's my embarrassing habit.
Oh, I love you as well. Well, hey, look, our time is drawing short. There's a little one on the screen, but you're gonna get to see these guys tonight. Alright? Now, in the meantime, they're going to go and get rugged up because they think that it's chilly out there. So, please put your hands together for Skillet.
More ready to rock.
Well, there you go.
Just for that, I'm going to take it to 11 tonight.
You asked for the best, Parachute. You got the best. So like you said, 15 years, 8 albums, 2 Grammy nominations, but let me go on. Here's a tough one. What do you count as your greatest achievement so far? All those years considered. I'm going to make you pick one.
Somebody say something smart.
Oh, no, you have to say that.
You know, like your career achievement, right?
Let's say career achievements, because then you would have to say marrying your wife. You wouldn't get away without saying that. So let's keep it career.
That's right.
You know, probably being nominated for a Grammy was exciting. You know, probably when we had a song called Monster on our newest album.
Anyone heard it?
That did quite well on mainstream rock radio, and I think that was probably, that's the thing that comes to my mind the most. That opened up a lot of doors for us, because Skillet's been around for so long, known as a Christian artist, that a lot of people didn't believe. A lot of people outside the Christian music world didn't believe in Skillet as a viable rock act, and had a real problem because Skillet has always been so vocal about our faith, and not willing to stop talking about our faith, and not willing to say we just shunned it once we went, quote, mainstream. So the fact that people wouldn't play our music prior to Monster, and even when Monster came out, so people wouldn't play it, but the fact that it did so well, it kind of made me feel like we stuck it to the man. Yeah, I like to stick it to the man. It feels killing the Skillet up in this joint. Love it.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, because I mean, you know, for bands that have a faith, there's often this big sort of stigma around, you know, crossing over into the mainstream, whatever that
I want. It's about doing what is right. So being a Christian rock star is a bit of a paradox. So to answer the question, you know, I think a lot of bands get on the road, Christian bands I'm talking about, and I think they don't have relationships, number one, with their bandmates to keep them accountable. Number two, a lot of times, I mean, even Christian artists really like the idol thing a little too much. And then number three, they also don't have a church to help feed them and keep them full of the word and praying for them and all that sort of thing. Those are all things that Skillet does well. You know, we all go to the same church together, and we all, I think, keep each other accountable, and there's a pretty high bar. And there's a high bar because I grew up listening to Christian music. I became a Christian when I was 5 years old, and you know, for me, I think that Christian musicians should be above reproach. So when we tour the Christian act that's not doing what they should do, it usually bothers me pretty bad, you know. And we'll usually get into talks about it, because it's something sometimes Christian artists say, well, look, just because I'm a Christian artist doesn't mean I'm on a pedestal and this and the other. And it absolutely does mean you're on a pedestal. Shut up and live for Jesus, whether you're in a band or not, idiot. That's what I say.